used to be cheap and certainly cheerless, but that was then and this is now. On this edition of Test Drive, the 2012 Hyundai Accent. Many manufacturers in the midst of moving the entry-level car from the simplistic quadrant of the marketplace to an area that stresses style. The Accent is one of many to make the move. The shift is well timed. If gas prices keep rising, there will be shoppers looking to dump a mid-sized car and move downward to cut operating expenses. The problem with this strategy in the past was it meant giving up on some of life's little luxuries. Hyundai have done a very good job dressing up this new Accent. To begin with, much nicer materials, there's better comfort to the seats, and you also, if you go with the GLS model, get a ton of equipment. Everything from steering wheel mounted audio and cruise controls, half-decent radio, Bluetooth, and a power moonroof. It all comes together very nicely, and it's a marked step forward from the previous car. The Accent arrives with an all-new 1.6-litre four-cylinder engine that features direct injection. The advantage of direct injection is simple. It delivers more power and better fuel economy. In this case, the Accent's little 4 pushes 138 horsepower and 123 pound-feet of torque. Big numbers from a small engine. The fact the engine features an 11:1 compression ratio and the fact it does not object to revving to redline underscores its willing work ethic. If you go with the Accent with the automatic transmission, you get something called the active ecosystem. When you turn the system on, it physically softens the throttle and forces the automatic transmission to upshift early. The net result is a 7% improvement in fuel economy, and that's over and above the posted numbers. The good thing? Obviously better efficiency. The downside? It tends to blunt the overall performance. Other fuel economy measures include the use of low rolling resistance tyres and electrically assisted steering. Replacing the traditional hydraulic pump with an electric motor cuts fuel consumption by around 3%. When the Accent is equipped with a 6-speed manual box, it boasts a fuel economy of 6.7 litres per 100 kilometres in the city and a remarkable 4.9 litres per 100 kilometres when out prowling the highway. The broad selection of ratios certainly helps matters. The first 4 gears look after performance, the top 2 are overdrives. The Accent Hatchback is surprisingly roomy. When you pop the tailgate, 21 cubic feet of cargo space with the seats in the upright position. If you fold them flat, the volume grows to a little over 47 cubic feet. Not all, however, is perfect. To begin with, the seats don't fold flat to the floor. The opening is pinched in the middle, and this wiper, a very much needed item, but there's no intermittent mode. The new Accent rides on McPherson struts up front and a twist beam in the rear. Certainly there is some body roll when the Accent is pushed, but the setup does a pretty good job of soaking up the rigours of a rough road. The downside is that electric steering, even the sport-tuned version found on the GLS tested here, feels overly boosted for far too much of the time. Likewise, those low rolling resistance tyres tend to slip into understeer with very little provocation. I would forego the fuel savings and purchase a tyre with better grip. This new Accent takes a huge step forward because every facet has been improved for the better. My only concern, well, it has to do with price. You used to be able to buy a 3-door hatchback for about 10 grand. Certainly it was very, very basic transportation, but for somebody shopping on a budget, it worked. Yes, Hyundai's moving up market and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. However, I think it would behoove them to remember that the cost-conscious consumer put the company where it is today.